Check, Mike, check, what it do? You just tuned into another episode of Laughing After Lifing with your boy DJ Rock One.
Your man, Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Glass Joe, how everybody doing?
Man, we good, man. Y'all know how we started off, man. Mr. Sandman gonna introduce he gonna introduce the cigars, and then we're gonna talk about what we dream. We're gonna start talking that shit.
Well, the cigars tonight, we're gonna do I got a variety pack, man, from my father. So it's got a wide range, and we just split up with whatever you like. We from Connecticut to Maduro. So we're gonna be on my father tonight.
We on to my father. Yeah, I know y'all gonna hear that a lot because that's one of his favorite line of cigars. So
if not the
favorite, not the favorite, but one of the favorite.
So what y'all gonna hear niggas just lighting up, and then my bad. We drinking tequila tonight. That De Leon Resposado. So what y'all gonna hear niggas just lighting up, and we gonna shot it, and we gonna get into it.
Nice like that.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Right up.
Salute.
So, how everybody week been, man?
Woo, man, I had a rough week. I ain't gonna lie, this was a rough week for your boy.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, but other than that, man, everything was all right.
One thing fortunate for me, you didn't turn your phone off like you started to,
Wow.
which is a good thing.
Y'all probably trying to figure out what we're talking about, man. I had my dad had a little ugly wreck Thursday, and Friday woke up. Well, I ain't gonna say woke up. I was at work and got a call that my grandmother had passed. So that's why I say my
condolences to you, yeah, bro.
For sure.
Appreciate it. But other than that, man, it's been okay. It's been a straight little week. What about y'all?
We've been pretty good, man. Did a little traveling, but our next topic we get into, we're gonna tell you how my week went downhill. It went downhill in about 2 hours. It went downhill.
Yeah, my week was pretty good. I can't complain about it. Ended up going to Jackson, Tennessee Saturday. Did a turnaround. I had a party. Did a turnaround. That won't happen no more.
Oh, yeah.
You did turn around after the party?
After the party, dog.
Left the party and got back on the road?
Got back home about 2 o'clock.
Hell no.
Yeah, they won't have no more. But
You
know your boy was lit, so.
That's a long drive from Jackson when you're a little lit, man.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to drive my wife though, so.
Oh, well, you ain't do a turnaround. You just rode.
Well, I drove.
It's a big difference, man, when you just ride.
Yeah. Still longer ride when you drunk.
When you drunk. Are we there yet?
Nah, not when you sleeping.
Good sleep too.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, yo, y'all know we always keep last week he was kind of by ourselves, but got a live audience. How did y'all say something back there?
No.
Who?
Yeah, he got this come up.
That's an old one.
Man, I'm gonna
She holler, who?
She did. I'm gonna jump right into it, man. Memphis Tigers. How dare you piss us off like that?
What you said.
Do that well all season and just slough out.
They didn't piss me off, man. I was pissed off at the outcome, not pissed off at the team, because they did too well all year for me to be mad at them as a team. But I was very disappointed that day, and anything else could have happened in them 60 minutes instead of the Tigers losing that game on Friday.
Yeah, I'm disappointed myself, dog. But I'm happy we won our conference, so.
Hey, we had bragging right, but
yeah,
you know the thing about the whole thing is, as much as I love the Tigers, been a Tiger fan as long as I can remember. Anytime they up is good. It is good for the city. That's what I love. The city come together when the Tigers win. Mm-hmm. You know, we used to we ain't always had the Grizzlies here. But when the Tigers winning, crime go down.
Yep.
Not only crime go down, people ain't out. It's late at night no more. You know, rinks go down, everything go down. When the city shut down to see the Tigers play.
Even the price of wings go down.
Nah, them joints ain't gonna never go down. Well, they might. They might some places.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I actually watched. I was at work and I was sitting still for a minute, so I had time to watch it. And they started out good, but I just wish that the energy they had in the first half carried over to the second half.
And see, where I was in a meeting and couldn't watch it. I only was able to watch 5 minutes into the second half. So, they were still winning when I last saw it, you know. And to get the score at about 2 minutes to go, I was dejected and couldn't even walk out the meeting. Yeah.
I was driving. I didn't get to watch it, but when I heard the bad news, I almost had a wreck.
It's not bad, but the tournament, you know, once again, I know Penny gonna come through. He gonna come through with a top ranked class coming in, and they gonna get it together.
Oh yeah.
You know, and as we all know, how March Madness go. What they say, that one shining moment. It can only be one team that win.
Facts.
So.
No, we could have made it a little further though. Y'all being too nice.
At least a Sweet 16.
Y'all know we at least wanted to make it at least 2-3 rounds before, you know.
But it's something about, I think every game they lost this year, I've missed a portion of it. I know 2 of them that they lost. That's why when I say I shut down, I missed the tip off of 2 of the games they lost. And I was like, I ain't gonna miss the tip off again. You know, I'm you know, that's my own superstition.
Yeah.
That I gotta see him tip off.
Gotta see him tip off.
But I saw the tip off this time, but I didn't see the rest of the game. So that was on me. For real.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
No.
They like I said, I'm being a little hard on, but I did expect them to go a little further. But you know, you can't win them all. And then it seemed like the Tigers do bad, then the Grizzlies fall off the map for a minute.
Yeah.
Like goddamn.
But injuries,
you know, my boy Clark went out.
the injuries in this. I'm telling you what's killing me, man, is just load management shit. You know what I'm saying? You got players that can play. I really think it's more front office and coaching messing up their playoff position now. Because you got players that's eligible to play, and they just sitting on the bench because you trying to save for the player. What you saving them for? A first round exit?
Right.
You know, because the lower they seed, the tougher their opponent went.
Right.
Man, they were number 2 a month and a half ago in the conference.
Now what, number 5?
Number 5 right now.
And you don't want to play OKC in the first round.
Nah.
You don't want to do that.
I'd rather play OKC than the Lakers or Denver right now. And the reason I say the Lakers, Las Vegas got a lot on the line, bro. They got a lot on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't, I doubt if Vegas want to see the Lakers go out first round.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Especially with Luka over there now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. LeBron might not be the high face. The fact that Luka over there, and in the trade, Dallas look like they the real losers in that trade now with Luka over there, Bob.
And don't forget about Bronny now. He been balling lately.
So he still got to play part of the team.
Yeah.
You know, you not a fan of his dad.
No.
Yeah. And I tell everybody, I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not a Laker fan. I just know the truth, and ever since Vegas done got into this stuff, when they set the odds for a reason.
Yeah. But I just lost my train of thought there fast. Got chucked on the cigar.
And we did, but we were talking about Memphis sports, though.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah, we could run the gamut, man, on that. But, you know, the rest of this tournament, man, I was kind of upset. They wasn't going well Friday, but it got a whole lot better yesterday when UConn got put out. I'm so sick of UConn.
I know you were mad when Arkansas made it. Hey, that was a good game though. Them boys were
Hey,
hooping,
them
man.
boys were hooping, dog.
They was hooping.
But give it up to Calipari, though. Hey, the boy balled out.
Yeah, I noticed I didn't say anything, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's a tale of two sides. But, you know, I had a conversation with somebody this week and made me realize can't be mad at Calipari, man. And the reason I say you can't be mad at Calipari being a Memphis fan, Calipari made a business decision. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who Tiger fans got to be mad at is R.C. Johnson as the athletic director, Lord rest his soul. But he the one let those recruits out of their commitment. You know, he let Calipari talk him into doing that, and he also let Calipari talk him into hiring Josh Pastner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he would have hired another big-time coach, made those players stay and hired another big-time coach, no telling where we might be considered one of the Blue Bloods now.
Yeah.
If he would have just hired a big-name coach and made those recruits stay here, I think we'd have been all right.
Yeah, I agree to that.
But, you know, like I said, when UConn got put out, because I'm normally, and RJ a Duke fan, he'll tell you I'm a perennial Duke hater. I like Duke team. Man, Duke is exciting to watch.
And they
right
really
now.
is this time. I'm not a Duke fan, period.
So it made me think if it is because of not liking Coach K, because they team is balling. But
That's true.
UConn and they coach, man, dude could go to shit for real. He's an arrogant fucker. And I don't understand. That man talk bad to everybody and get away with it.
Somebody, okay.
Heard.
Mr.
Yeah,
Hurd.
he get away with all this shit.
Yeah, he get away with everything. And they know he be wrong.
Yeah.
They don't say, that's just him.
Yeah.
You know, that's like when you got a little bad ass kid and you don't whoop the ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's just him. You know.
I hate to say it, I think Duke might be one of the last two. Duke and I say Duke and Tennessee. I'd rather see that.
That'd be a good matchup.
I don't have the bracket in front of me,
I
but
don't have it either.
Florida look pretty good too. So
They do.
They do.
Like I said, it's not a bad round of 16.
No, it ain't.
And, you know, I don't think it's anybody less than less than a 7 seed in the Sweet 16.
I believe so.
Yeah. So you got some top school minus the Memphis Tiger, you know, that's there.
Yeah.
Now, you know, so you never know.
You just made me mad all over again.
But we did also almost have an upset yesterday with Maryland. Me personally, I was watching that game yesterday evening.
Oh yeah.
Maryland should have lost that game. And Maryland should have lost that game because the referee should have called it travel.
Maryland and Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado State.
See, they could have been Memphis right there.
But they didn't call it travel. Man,
They
he
say
took
he
at
didn't
least
travel,
3 steps.
man. They say he didn't travel, man. They said they
No,
broke it down.
The ref said it was a good no call. He took at least 3 steps, maybe 4, before we went
I
in
didn't
there.
get a chance to watch that game.
It was nice little flow.
I saw the travel or whatever y'all want to call it.
Yeah, it was a nice little flow. The shot was excellent, but him getting to the point, he just took out the run. He looked like a 5th grader.
Well, you know they don't call traveling anyway, so
In college, they do.
shit. Sometimes I be, hey,
I know one thing they don't call is 3 seconds.
Nah.
You can camp out in there all day.
Nah, they ain't calling that.
Mm-mm.
They ain't calling that at all.
hey, we got a question though. The competitiveness of the WNBA, the women's NCAA, and unrivaled. Can't get it up.
Right.
Right. Unrivaled. Yeah, what y'all think about the competitiveness of it? How does it compare, rather? Let's say that.
I like it. You know, normally I like collegiate sports because it seems like they playing harder to get to the next level. But when you look at the way the women are playing, even on the collegiate level, WNBA and even Unrivaled, this winter, man, Unrivaled was a much-watched TV.
It was.
'Cause They played hard. It wasn't a normal team that they normally play with. They were matched up. They were paired up. They just had a will to win. You know, so they were competitive as hell.
Who ended up winning?
The Rose football team won it out.
Football team.
Football team. What the hell?
He senile, yeah.
Y'all look on.
But yeah, the Rose won. Hey, it's crazy how they won though. Like I was expecting whatchamacallit? Nah, what's the Fisa team name? Is it the Owls? I was expecting the Owls to go all the way.
So Angela Reese them, they didn't win.
That's what, yeah. Angel Reese won.
Oh, Angela, okay. Oh,
That's her team. That's
Get
her.
that quarter pounder tomorrow, then.
She won defensive player of the
Yeah,
year.
it's probably too late for that to come in.
No,
Are you talking about just going to go buy one?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like a little deal or something.
You know,
deal.
her name on it now.
It's a deal.
Yeah, you know what I said. But yeah,
Man, we had to step away for a second, but back on it.
yeah, man, mute your phone, man. I don't want to hear your phone ringing all in the.
It's business, man. It's laughing out the life in business. I got to
Yeah,
hear it.
you can see it when it light up, man.
No, I can't. I don't watch it like this. That's how I have so many missed calls. Y'all never even hear it on Ring most of the time.
True.
I'll take care of that real quick.
What y'all think about the Iowa?
You have problems today.
It's been a long week, man. Been a long week.
Okay, I think it was wrong for them to get rid of McCaffrey, man. McCaffrey was a good coach. University of Iowa coach. They let him go, but he wasn't the most surprising fire this week.
Which one was?
Texas coach.
Oh yeah. I was just seeing it.
And that man gave a lot of his life to Texas. He was an assistant coach for like 9 years for Texas.
Wow. They balled this year.
Replaced him already, right?
Who they replaced him with?
To Xavier head coach?
Miller.
Yeah.
Sean Miller.
Yeah. They beat
Come
him
on, man.
and then Iowa.
Come on, man. See, I'm trying to be, PC and not say that. They can't tell me what that man did to get fired.
They ain't gonna be able to tell you, man.
Yeah. And they take me back to some more of my Memphis trauma. They take me back to more of my Memphis trauma. The same way they couldn't say why Larry Finch got fired.
Larry Finch was your boy, wasn't
Yeah, that was my guy. But at the same time, what did he do to get fired? He did nothing to get fired. It was just a new athletic director that in the end, from the 80s and 90s, where Memphis was on top, he got rid of our success to make a big time hire that ended up screwing us in the end when he left. Yeah, so
I'm gonna trip you out loud, man. I know y'all gonna talk about me because this is one of my favorite topics.
what's that?
But I was scrolling through TikTok the other day, and they got like a little mini basketball hoop, the first thing that came to mind when I saw it. Hey, that'll be a fine game, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Micro people, come on now. Let do my folks.
They all point guards.
Who played the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah.
Whoever put the number on.
I want to see the 5.
Yeah, they all be the same height, so it really don't know.
I was gonna say 5 million might be a little shorter than you.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't say that.
Man, I would love to see that. That'd be fun if the ball bigger than him.
Nah, that's wrong, man.
Hey,
But they probably get who? They probably. I'm pretty serious. Their lives are just like ours.
Oh yeah, this.
They just do things to accommodate themselves.
Yeah, they don't be studying.
Except they don't live in their own communities.
How you know?
You ever just drove in one of their community before?
I don't know where it's at. That's why I'm kind of upset now because
Me
I would
neither.
go and meet them. Meet a couple of them.
We discussed this on the previous podcast. They don't have their own community, man.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Why would I don't understand.
Maybe we can ask Wee Man.
Who is Wee Man?
You don't know who Wee Man is?
No, and dude, if you put a P in front of that, we're gonna have some issues. Like
On Jackass, man.
no, I can't think of it.
He probably didn't watch no silly shit like this, and he likes silly shit, which is crazy.
I love series. No, I did not watch. No,
What the hell?
they had an episode years ago that I thought was very inappropriate for TV, and they put it on TV anyway, and they thought it was the funniest thing in the world, and it was disgusting.
What was that?
Shooting fireworks out of their
Out of their butt?
yeah, yeah, and they put it on TV.
That shit hilarious,
Yeah,
man.
that's funny, man.
Maybe I missed that joke because I found it.
That's funny.
Janet Jackson nipple can't come out, but they can show their ass on TV.
Literally.
I don't understand. They don't
You was looking more at the
I don't know why
ass. You gotta look at the
compared that,
fireworks.
look at the
Yeah,
fireworks.
you were focusing too much on the ass being out instead of the fireworks shooting out there.
That's some garbage, man. Yeah, I know they were wrong.
Hey, I used to watch
I
Jackass
love
faithfully.
Jackass, man. And what was it? The grandpa? Oh, that was hilarious right there.
See?
I love grandpa, man.
And I know Andre ain't watched none of that. Not his TV had.
Yes, he did. Here's why he looked at you like that.
His mama just said.
Dirty grandpa. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I love Dirty Grandpa.
It's hilarious.
No, sir.
It's hilarious, man. You gotta go. I don't know what kind of humor you got, because you were called to tell me a fucked up joke, but you won't even watch nothing like that.
Now, I told you what turned me off with it. I'm like, no.
White ass, is what you're saying?
Man, white ass. That's what turned me off. That's what turned me out. Let it go. Let it go. 'Cause it's coming. Let it go. I know what you finna say.
No, you don't. This brand new, because did nobody see this but me.
But
I was at a restaurant.
B-U-T-T?
I was at a restaurant the other day. I walked in the men's bathroom.
Oh,
And
shit.
it was this white man had his pants all the way down at the urinal.
At the urinal, damn.
At the urinal.
Man, you know
I
what?
couldn't even pee.
I'm gonna tell you what scarred me. Like when I was going to the gym, I had a membership at Lifetime. That's one of our biggest gyms down here for people that don't know. And I mean, I'm comfortable with me, but it's just so odd to be like, you go in the locker room and everybody in there just naked, talking, having conversations. I'm like, bro, y'all can't put a towel around y'all or nothing like this. It's just old wrinkled ass balls and fucking folks just talking. I'm just like, come on, y'all.
Come on, Lou. Don't nobody want to see this.
Cut this file down. This is life after laughing business.
You even said it wrong.
Life in that. Yeah,
That's the alcohol, dog.
It's some.
She saying text it to me. That's why I'm asking her to cut it down. I can't text it. It's too big to text.
That's what she said.
Oh, he walked in the door.
He ran into that
He showed
motherfucker.
me.
Too big to text. I knew that was right.
It's all good though, but check this out, y'all. We're gonna take a small pause for the cars and we're gonna come back to y'all. Check, what it do? It's your boy DJ Rock One, and we just want to thank y'all for tuning in to Laughing After Life. And man, y'all follow us on all major streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. You can follow our Instagram, our Facebook. We're gonna have X. We're gonna have all that pretty soon. But we appreciate y'all listening, man. And let's get back to the episode. Welcome back, man. How y'all sticks doing, y'all, man? I know we ain't really just talked about it because everybody got something different. But how y'all sticks treating y'all?
I'm doing pretty good right now.
And you know, it's not something I'm not used to smoking. I knew what to grab. It's always a big stick.
Yeah. Hey, man, why when people come to Memphis, it seems like shit just go wrong, man. The whole thing with Sauce Walker and R.I.P. to Say So P, I think that was his name. I really didn't know him as an artist or but I think he from here, but I just hate he lost his life over some.
One thing I've learned about Memphis, whether it's music, sports, or just life in general, people in Memphis don't forget.
Nah, they
Don't think they're gonna forget
I
what you
think
did.
didn't old boy stay in Texas or something like that?
Yeah, Sauce Walker from Houston.
Like you might walk up on the Joker right now, in a restaurant. They say you stepped on this shoe when y'all was in kindergarten, and them ain't want to fight
If
you.
he still got beef over there,
He just slow.
yeah, that's crazy. You remember that shit from kindergarten?
No, they don't forget anything. I hate to see young people lose their life. You know,
My boy Pooh Shiesty free.
yeah, he free. He'll be back in Memphis soon. Yeah, he'll be back here.
I don't know who that is.
It's alright. We know all you listen to is the blues.
Southern Soul, baby.
If we tell you Big Poker got arrested, you'll know who the fuck we talking
I'm
about.
gonna be mad as a motherfucker.
You gonna post bail for him?
Shoot. I put something on it.
Nah, just don't go looking for his side piece he left home for.
About $5.
Was that about $5-6?
Yeah. I ain't putting no money on nobody I don't know.
Man,
Sorry,
good
Poker.
dude, man.
Man, we don't know that.
Poker good dude.
You hung with him before?
That's what they call him.
Big Poker?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
okay.
bro.
What you had to hung out with?
Yeah, he
him?
said he a good dude, but we don't know what they is but outside of their music.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I DJ'd a party, man, and this dude was standing right next. He just kept looking at me. I was like, man, what the hell, dude, keep looking at me for?
Uh-oh.
He came over there. He was like, man, what's up? I'm Charles Wilson, the dude that sing Country Boy and all that. Mississippi Boy, I meant.
Okay. Oh yeah, the old dude.
Yeah, I was like, dang. I was like, what's up? Man, I got a new single, man. Play it for me. I'm finna send it to you. I was like, all right, I'll play it.
Okay. I like Charles Wilson.
It was a house party at there, so that's how it was like.
Yeah, he got it crunk. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just a Mississippi boy. I love this song.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I love it. I ain't finna sing it, but I love it.
You was singing the last time you had you on. You was singing.
It ain't gonna happen today though.
Oh man, let me folks hear your vocals.
I don't have none.
Oh, okay.
It's tight. It's tight. Like I said, a lot went on in just music in general for the week.
Yeah.
But in Memphis, man, it just seemed like we get a black eye for stuff like that because everything I saw was rapper gets killed in Memphis and another rapper shot in Memphis and Memphis had a daytime shooting. You know, it always gonna pinpoint the location of where it is when they deal with Memphis.
Yeah, I was tripping. Them was out right outside the Western, man. No, you bold to do something right there because police be hot right there.
And you know they were trying to have a freak nigga out here now.
Now, it's supposed to happen next week, I think. I mean, it's in April, my bad. I think it's in April.
I believe it's gonna happen.
I don't see anything wrong with it. As long as we get together and act right, I think it'd be a good time.
That's not gonna happen.
That's just like that trail ride thing that was in Mississippi.
I heard about that, too.
I heard that shit was crazy. I heard it was so many folks that people park somewhere and try to like jump the fence just to get in.
For real.
Wow.
Yeah.
For a trail
That,
ride?
yeah, that meant it was a good time to be had.
I don't know. It was a lot of fighting. I heard they had some girl out there giving fellatio. Like, yeah, why the shit going on?
Oh, man.
Giving fellatio.
Yes. Action neighbor if you don't know what that is.
Oral sex.
Well, just say that.
Didn't want to say that.
Hey man, I'm old.
You ain't that
I
old.
don't know the new stuff.
Fellatio ain't a new term, man.
I thought that was somebody's name.
Felicia. There was, somebody was giving Felicia away.
Oh, they said it was her husband, so that means she was lit. If she just both of them lit.
Now it's bad that people out there knew who they were. You know what I mean? When you do stuff like that, man, you go and don't nobody know who you are.
You supposed to go somewhere. I mean, I guess you ain't got to hide, but
You know, that's like going to New Orleans and being from New Orleans and going on bourbon and showing your boobs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who you are. Why you gonna do it at home?
I ain't
That's
against
crazy.
that though. You know,
You said you ain't against
Yeah, I
that.
ain't against it. Though.
You
You show them
know
balls at home or New Orleans, it don't even matter.
Well, you show yours wherever.
Not me, but I
Oh,
like
I
to
thought
see
that's
it.
what you were saying.
I let people see this stomach now. I ain't scared. Yeah.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Leave my goddamn stomach alone.
I ain't talking about that though. But yeah, I saw a lot of folks had fun. One of my sisters went down there. Looked like they had a good time. A couple other people I know went down there. It's just a lot, man. I think I'm scared to go to places where a lot of people gonna be at nowadays.
You never know. That's what I'm saying. It's bruh, you can't really go and have the time you want to have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Without having your head on the swivel.
True.
Because you ain't got to have nothing to do with what's going on. And everything just pop off. And you have nothing to do with it. And you get caught up in
They
it.
supposed to have another trail ride in Collierville. I know that joint ain't gonna probably happen. Collierville ain't gonna play with you.
No, they don't play with it.
They gonna shut that joint down quick.
I don't think of no dirt in Collierville.
It's some it's some dirt places out there.
They
For
got
sure, for
plenty
sure.
spots.
I don't know where they'll have it
You
at,
know.
but
I'm like semi from there. I don't think they have dirt there.
10 right.
What was there when you were growing up?
No, I was grown. I was just, young dude.
And it wasn't no dirt.
I ain't see no.
They
Not-
built,
not unless you
they
know
built the
that.
whole high school, college campus out there. Where do you think they built it at?
In my 20s, that wasn't there then.
No, it's just been there in the last 4 or 5 years. That's what I said. Where you think they built it on top of a house?
Maybe.
It was dirt there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. But we're gonna transition on to another one of our favorite segments of the pod, man. The life and part. Fellas, what's something that stuck with y'all this week, man?
Though I hate to make it a little bit personal though, but when I got the text message the other day of the picture that Rick, your dad, was in,
Ah, yeah.
and man, by the grace of God, he walked away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I might want to cut his phone off. But it was a little rough for me because I started to. I guess I was the only one that started seeing my daddy, like his age, actually catching up with him. Everybody just looking at him because he walking away from it. But I was actually looking at it like, damn, the strongest nigga I've known all my life. Like, I'm watching him walk off. He limping, he messed around. And I know with anybody, you would pee on yourself. He did that. It's just like, damn, man.
You didn't just say that.
Wait a
Man.
I
minute.
did.
Did you say what I thought you said?
Yeah, I said anybody that have an accident like that will probably piss on themselves. I said it happened to him. He did it. If you look at the goddamn picture, man, shit.
Man,
Damn.
another thing, with that, my dad had surgery the other day, and my dad, man, 83 years old. How about dude too cool to wear shades? Yeah, eye surgery, and didn't want to put the shades on. Talking about he'll just keep his eye closed. So he walking around winking at motherfuckers all day long because they don't want to put on shades.
No, I'm sorry. But no, I ain't didn't nothing like that happen to me this weekend. But when you told me what had happened with your pops and your grandmama, that touched me.
Yeah.
That touched me.
My Thursday and Friday was crazy as a motherfucker, boy. That's why I'm glad I'm the only person that be in the truck when I'm at work. I'm crying, listening to gospel music and everything. Don't know how to get out my emotions together.
So you go from Shirley Caesar to shake that ass.
No, it was no, didn't do none of that. It wasn't time for none of that.
Well, not at the same time. It ain't like you had both in rotation.
Mm-mm.
But at some point you gathered yourself and you didn't want no gospel no more.
I ain't actually after I played the gospel, I ain't putting none of this on. I rode in silence.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Rode in silence, man.
Were you answering yourself?
Yeah, I thought to myself, oh, that'd be some of the best conversation.
You talked to yourself and answer
Yeah.
in the same
In the
sentence.
same sense. What
know.
you doing? Nothing. Like shit like that. You know what I'm talking about?
You know it's medicine for that, right?
Nah, I ain't.
Hey man, make sure you, well, I can't. We're going to have to say that out loud. Yeah, gonna have to say that out loud.
Hey, before we get into AITA, want to ask y'all the questions. We talk about the life and part. If you wasn't doing what you was doing right now, like as work, well, even though you retired, what would you have done, or became, or been?
Me, basketball player.
That was your dream.
Oh yeah, and it still is. Come out of retirement now.
Okay.
I'd be a good take the ball out person.
Say, man, what you would have been if you could have picked your career path?
No, I'm really not sure because I honestly got to live my dream job. Growing up, I wanted to be a firefighter, so I got to live my dream job. But
So you ain't never want to be nothing like a PE teacher or some shit like that?
That was supposed to be my post-retirement gig. I was just gonna wear house shoes and a whistle. That's all I was gonna wear to school, just teach PE. But growing up, I had a bunch of kids I knew that were real good at sports. And at one time, I had the desire to be a sports agent because I was like, I know them were going places. They didn't, but I still could have been a sports agent.
Just to say you were one.
Yeah, just to say I was a sports agent.
Look, if I could have chose what I wanted to do, and it's still on my heart, so I still might tap back into it, I would have been a professional tap dancer.
So you saying you light on your feet?
I'm quick on my feet. I don't know about light, but that's what I would have did.
So you just sat around and watched Gregory Hines videos?
Man, I used to love tap dancing.
Hey, you ain't by yourself. I used to love watching it, but I can't do it.
I can do it, man. I'm pretty good.
Actually, I had a cousin that do it, and she was real good, though. She really was, but I wouldn't mind going to see tap dancing, though.
I want to do it, man. I had found a tap studio and everything, man. I just, you gotta have time. I ain't retired, so I ain't got the time to do it right now.
I understand, man. Ain't nothing wrong
Don't
with
get the tap on, man.
I am out. Hey, y'all be looking out for me. I'm be on the
The
screen.
tapping DJ.
The tapping DJ, the tapping cooking DJ. All the above.
All at one time.
All at one time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Tapping while
You pick your order up and he tapped to the.
He
tapped to the.
Challenge. That's all I'm gonna say every time.
on the wood floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Tan shoes.
But yeah, though, y'all, we moving on to our AITA segment. Where we read a Reddit post and discuss whether it's wrong. If y'all don't know what AITA is, it's Am I the Asshole? We listen and we judge over here. We gonna talk about you, especially if we know you're wrong. But let's hop into it. Cousin Pooh, my girl, where you at?
Hey y'all. So this segment for Am I the A-hole is a restaurant one. Am I the a-hole for not ordering any food so I wouldn't have to split the bill? I'm a 27-year-old man. I have been a part of a small friend group around 8 people total, basically since college. For some background, 2 of them from the group, let's call them Susan and Greg, are just absolute leeches. Going out for lunch, expect them to order the most expensive thing on the menu, then feed you some sob story about their finances, and then dump half the bill on you. Last weekend, Dan, one of the people from the group, told me about a casual dinner. I told him how if Susan or Greg were there, I wouldn't be able to come. He tells me that they would be there, but I should just put my opinions to the side and just come. Just put my opinions aside and just come. This is kind of where I might be the a-hole. I agree with him and told him I would be there. I show up and we all get to talking. Everyone begins putting in their order. Most of them spent about $40. There are only about 6 people there. When it gets to Susan and Greg, they both order expensive dishes around $200. When it comes to my turn to order, everyone looked at me, but I just picked up the menu and pointed to a $4 Miller Lite and sent the waiter away. Dad asked why I hadn't ordered anything, and all I said was that I lost my appetite. The other 2 friends got up as well to cancel their orders and just have drinks. After the main course came out, I saw Susan and Greg picking at their food. The waiter then brings over the check. Greg then grabs the waiter and asks him to split the check 6 ways. I stand up and correct him, saying that check was to be split 3 ways. Greg looks at me in confusion and asks why, since we always split the bill. I reminded him that 3 of us had not eaten any food, so we would just be paying for our drinks. So basically, at the end of the night, Dan, who probably only ate around $50 worth of food, was stuck with a $146.98 check at the end. And yes, I remember the exact amount. I swear I saw his jaw drop when he picked up that receipt. I slid a $10 towards the check and said goodbye to everyone and walked out. The next morning, I found my phone full of text messages from Greg and Susan telling me that I was an a-hole for not ordering any food and forcing them to pay more than they had accounted for. I honestly laughed because the steaks alone were more than what they had paid, but to each their own, right? I also got a lot of messages from Dan saying that I could have just not came instead of pulling that stunt to get stuck with an outrageous bill. And they did leave a little context for us. They wanted us to know that these were Australian dollars, and in Australia, the checks have to be split. They can't just pay for what they ordered themselves.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Hell nah, you ain't the asshole.
Nope.
Cause you know you going out with people that order more because they know they splitting it, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, first of all, if you go out with a group of friends, I think it should be already established that like, hey, what we doing when the bill come?
Right.
But so before anybody order, we already know it. Now everybody talked about it, say, yeah, we gonna split it 6 ways. Yeah, cool. But don't go in that motherfucker and order $200 meals and want to split the bitch 6 ways.
Yeah, especially when you got somebody that ordered $50 worth of food that's paying for your food and somebody else's food, and then you want somebody that only got drinks to pay for your food.
No.
No, I don't think he the asshole either.
Hell no. But I can see why, because he already knew what it was, so I wouldn't have even showed up, or I would have just sat at the bar. Me personally, so I say yeah on the asshole on that part from just going, but like the overall story, nah, you ain't an asshole.
But why I gotta, like you said, we know where we live. You say you looking for places to go and you know you going somewhere you feel comfortable with going. You going with friends.
Right.
You want to go to be around friends.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go to pay for your lifestyle.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, I don't think he's an asshole. That $4, he did good. He helped the waiter out. He took care of the waiter.
Yep.
The waiter did exactly what he asked him to do.
You know what, man? Something like that had happened to me, a little similar. You know, everybody ordered their food and drinks, and then one person hollered out, hey, a round of shots for everybody. He ain't had no money.
I would have been like, put that on that nigga chick.
That's
cut
exactly
that-
what
cut
we
that up.
said. That's exactly what we said. Oh,
But like
we
you know,
married.
you got certain restaurants like I know off the top of my head, like the butcher shop. If you have a party of 6 or more, you gotta split the check.
You gotta
So
split it.
you gotta split it. So like it's already understood. Like man, y'all might well go on get what you gonna get because we gotta split the bitch anyway.
Yeah, but see, you're not gonna do that at a. Let me look at the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know we got to split the check with the hell. You might not want a T-bone today, but get a ribeye.
Right.
You know, or might not want a ribeye, get a New York strip, but you ain't gonna get on that motherfucker and get a porterhouse that you know twice as much as everybody else. Or a tomahawk.
But like I'm different though. Like if I do something like that, I'm gonna make sure I pay for mine, and then whatever the extra is I owe, I put it out there. So if I do order a tomahawk, and I know it's $150, I'm gonna give you $150 plus whatever the what I'm saying the breakdown was on my end. Like I paid for my food and somebody else's, or some change or some tax, whatever you want on somebody else's.
Hey man, it's been some nice. My wife wanted to go out to eat, and I did. And I didn't want to pay for her food.
Damn.
We went together. So nah,
I can't wait till we get on the pod.
She's not cutting, but at the same time, no, not the asshole at all. Honestly, that's when you look at friendships, the relationship there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I gotta take care of you every time, because it's different. Right, my friends now during the week call, hey man, let's go to lunch. All right, we going to lunch. They ain't invite me to lunch, so I can't get there and say, well, you invited me, you got to pay for it. You know, that'd be crazy as hell. It's my option to sit at home in my fuzzy slippers and house coat if I don't want to, get up and go.
You ain't got no house coat though, dude.
Fuzzy
I
slippers.
do. I don't get to wear it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but the fuzzy slippers. I wear my house.
That's comfortable. Yeah, we know.
We know you wear yours.
We know. We heard about your.
You wear yours outside like a bunny.
Hey, man,
I got
a nice
receipts, bro.
neighborhood. Why I can't do it?
I got receipts.
Yeah, that's why I never pull over and talk to you while you got your house coat on.
I didn't. I was talking to the neighbor.
Oh, okay. He came
And
outside.
when the neighbor, he was talking to the neighbor. He talked to a grown ass man fully dressed standing out there in his house coat. And they
Nigga,
said
man,
Well, actually,
they said it 3 feet away from each other. When I
he
pulled
just
up,
caught me at a bad time, man. I was out there to go get something out the car.
I seen the picture, nigga. A lot of your legs was showing. I was like, this nigga naked above that motherfucker. Outside talking to these neighbors naked in the house coat.
I
That
had
crazy.
drawers on, man.
hey man, but the funny shit, I'm trying to figure out why he outside like that. Because now it's 2025. You ain't going to get no newspaper or nothing like that. Hell, it wasn't even morning. It was damn near noon when he was standing out
I
there.
just got up and went out there and got something out the car.
But got another partner, man, that did me, and this is funny shit too. I'm sitting at his house, this man leave his house in fully pajamas. I mean, full Heathcliff Huxtables, and leave and go to the store to buy some beer.
Now,
And I was like,
that's
man,
wrong. That's wrong.
first you got on your pajamas when you invite me over here. And I wasn't the only one there. It was a bunch of there. He still got on his pajamas.
Wow.
After he
I
was
think I know who that
I
is, but
think
I
I
ain't
know
know.
who
We
that
ain't
is.
gonna
Yeah, we ain't
mention
gonna
the
call
They
name.
ain't
no
gonna
name.
call no names.
Yeah.
It started to sound familiar.
Yeah, he did it. It didn't feel bad about it.
Yo,
No.
That's messed up.
that's funny. We got off the whole little AITA shit, but
We covered that.
we did, but say, man, it's your time to shine, man. What's your soapbox about, man?
Sandman soapbox, man. I was just thinking about something. We discussed people dying, this, that, and the other. And my whole thing, have you ever thought about how many people be at your funeral?
No.
I have.
Every time I go to
I have. I swear I have. I ain't gonna even
So
lie.
you talking about like just thinking who all gonna be there, or
How many people will be there?
How
Will
many
it
people
will
will
it
be
fill
there?
up will it fill up your church?
yeah, I know.
Or will
mine,
you
man.
have to go to a larger church? Or can you
Oh,
really
yeah.
just have it at the bar like they did on Good Time?
Yeah,
Like they did Fishbone.
Yeah, like they did Fishbone on Good Time. Can you do it like it be that few people?
I know mine be packed because I told everybody like whenever I go ahead and bomb me or what's the taxidermy, whatever this shit called.
Hey,
Take me with y'all everywhere y'all go. Treat me like we still hanging out, goddamn.
so how they gonna do your seating position?
Like
or-
anything. You can just have me on a stretcher or something, just prop that bitch
No,
up.
but really, think about it. And I used to tell my mom all the time, ain't nobody gonna be at your funeral.
You told
Yeah.
your mama that?
Man, my mama didn't go to a lot of funerals. My dad and I messed with him. I said, man, you planting somebody every Saturday. But my mom wouldn't go with him. Nobody come to your funeral. Man, my mom's funeral with people outside, standing outside on the sidewalk. Couldn't even get in the church. And our church not small. They couldn't even, but they came out. But that was the way she impacted, them. And that's what my next thing was. Will they be there because you impacted their lives, or they come to make sure you did?
Damn.
Yeah, make sure you in the casket. Like, hey, do you like that? You never know.
You don't know.
No, you
you
don't.
really don't. I want some funny shit to happen in mine though. Like
I'm gonna just bust up in there.
I want somebody to be behind the casket and they like somebody I know come be like, I'm so sorry, big dog, and they start shaking that motherfucker.
Get up!
I kneel behind it and be like, oh my.
We're gonna miss you. I miss you too. You know what I'm talking
Well,
about?
since you said you want some funny stuff to happen, we're gonna get our producer to tap dance down the center aisle after everybody get in and get seated.
Which one? CDP?
Yeah.
No.
Hey,
No,
look.
we gonna have a midget
Look,
tap
I'm
dance.
gonna tell y'all this. So after the last episode when we were talking about the nursing home strippers and shit, I get like a random DM And they were like, I want to book you. And I was like, who are you and for what? And they were just like, nursing home. And I was like, I was finna call Leroy. I was like, nigga, we back. Goddamn, we But they ain't had no profile picture, so I was scared. So I was like, yeah, this might be a setup.
Yeah, that's gonna be a setup.
They might try to rape us or some shit.
Now and then the bad part, it's hard to find baby oil now.
You gotta get a whole bunch of Vaseline.
It's hard to find baby oil.
Yeah, somebody had bought a whole lot of baby oil, man.
Yeah, now this, like I said, however you got to moisturize.
Yo, I was over hit my boy, like, hey, get your chaps ready, goddamn, we back on.
I get it.
That shit was funny though. I was like, somebody really listening to it.
You should have put that out there, man, because we'd have been calling. I'd have called. I'd have got a list of alphabetical order call like who looking at the book. I got them ready.
I remember.
You gotta make sure your nurse on staff and got your.
I remember I told somebody one day, man, I had them folks like really believing this shit. They were like, man, what you do when you get out of work? You know, I'm still this when I had first started driving. I was like, man, shit, I just go clock in on Lamar. They were like, what you mean? I said, man, you know how many aunties and grandma come down there looking for a little goddamn tune up? I was like, for real? I be like, man, it's good money, dog. Good money.
Tripping.
And I was like, damn, bro. It's like, what your money be looking like? I'm like, I do about 5 a night. 5 for real?
Yeah, everybody put them keys up early.
We got to go down now. Don't try to blow up my spot.
That's best stuff.
All these aunties love, you know, really for a lot of aunties and grandmas like that. They like niggas with stomachs and shit. So it was always easy to just.
So the DM really might be real.
It might
you just
be.
got to do a backstory, right?
Yeah, cause I ain't there no more.
Yeah, instead of looking for a 6-pack or a 12-pack, they want a keg.
Yeah. Soft, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Y'all said it, man.
But actually, it's kind of funny that we talking about it. Shit, what's something that made y'all laugh this week, man?
Run it by me again.
What's something that made you laugh this week? What's some funny shit? Before you get to your jokes, so what's some other than your jokes that made you laugh this week?
I'm gonna tell you this one, man. I'm driving down the street.
You ain't hear no dog again, dude.
Hold up, man. I'm driving down the street in my work van.
Here we go.
A dog came to my
Oh,
van,
shit.
running beside it, so I slowed all the way down. But this one here didn't cut in front of me. I was like, will you go on? But he just kept messing with me, so I speed up. But instead of him going left, he went right.
He must got the news about your ass. He tried to see if it was
He
real.
must have did, because I drove him down the street. I seen about 12 buzzers on one dog. I said, that must be that dog I hit.
Damn, if it's still out there, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Hey man, them buzzers are real big, dog.
I call them man birds.
Hey, they eat meat.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. Say, man, what you got, man? What's something that made you laugh this week?
Let's see. Between the stories between my granddaughter and my grandson and my daughter, that's very comical, because at some point she told him he needed Medicaid, and he wanted to know what Medicaid was. How do you explain that to a 5-year-old man? And the 26-year-old can't tell him why he need it.
He need Medicaid. Ain't that for old folks?
Why he need Medicaid?
I didn't say Medicaid. I don't know where you got that from.
Yeah.
He probably wanted to say medicine.
And then I got another one, bro. I got a fraternity brother that swears by blow drying his body after he get out the shower.
Oh, God. Damn.
Man.
And I'm like, what in the hell purpose is that? And why did you tell us that you have to, man, you have to close, it's a way to close your pores before you put lotion on to moisturize. That way the lotion ain't seeping into your pores. I like, man, that's the dumbest shit I heard.
All I had to do was use a towel.
Man, blow dry yourself. That's crazy.
Blow dry his body.
Blow dry himself when he get out.
I guess he wanted to air dry.
Now he want to blow dry. He wanted to blow.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you, my niece, like when she cold, she takes a blow dryer and just put that motherfucker on and go to sleep. And I used to be like, bruh,
Really?
you know you can burn this bitch down.
I actually heard a comedian today tell a joke that said one of the rules on the box, one of the do not do's on the box of a blow dryer is that do not operate while asleep.
Yeah.
That's one, and he was like, what the hell use a blow dryer? Now, I heard that today. The comedian said that.
I asked her, she was like, she get cold, that's just what keep her warm. And I'd be like, you know, you can burn yourself up and the fucking
In the
house.
house.
Yeah, sure can.
And she had that motherfucker under the cover wheel, and I just be like, yeah, you asking for some shit to catch on fire. Every time I go over, I make sure I cut that motherfucker out. I be like, bro, because she'll leave, and that motherfucker still be on. I just be like, yeah.
Blow on the chocolate. Blow on it. It's going to burn the whole damn house down. For real.
Never heard that before. Never heard that.
I ain't had no really funny moments like that. Like I told y'all, my week was more stressful than anything. But I appreciate everybody that made me feel, you know what I'm saying, that reached out to me and talked to me and sent their condolences and all that or whatever. And just be like, to making sure the nigga was straight. But I ain't really had one.
You did. You got a DM about a booking at a nursing home.
Oh, well, yeah, that shit was funny. That was hilarious.
But the messed up part, you didn't hear RJ up to say, let's go.
Because I ain't know. And he might not be ready. Dude.
You got on the stripper clothes now.
Man, RJ always ready, dog.
Think about the strippers you see on TV. They always gonna come out with a collar. Look, he got on a short sleeve hoodie.
Yeah, he ready.
It's breakaway.
And look, and them gray sweatpants that we were talking about, he's straight.
Yeah, my boy ready.
He ready right now.
All thing you gotta do is take those socks out them slides. You just go slide
I
straight
gotta
across
keep my
the floor.
socks on. Those fuckers look at my feet and be like, Dora!
So you gotta get you some boots. You gotta get you some boots with some tassels.
Or something.
Got them eagle hoofs out there, though.
I was somewhere, man, and I was wearing my joggers, and they had kind of raised up a little bit. And sometimes, me, personally, if you ain't gonna see that part of my body, I ain't putting no lotion on. And I ain't noticed it. Somebody was like, God damn, what's that? And I was like, what you talking about? Shit, white as hell right there. I was like, bro, get out my personal space.
Kevin Durant, ain't it?
Yeah, worse than Kevin Durant.
See, y'all call the name, but I sent y'all a TikTok earlier, and y'all must didn't see it because y'all didn't watch it. But I'm
I'm gonna say y'all must didn't see it because y'all didn't watch it.
y'all didn't comment on it.
I actually did see it.
Where the snaps is.
Glad Joe.
And they twins?
Glad Joe.
What up, man?
You weren't here with us last week. We had our producer fill in for you.
Yeah.
Man, what jokes you got today, man? It gotta be better than the first time you did this shit, man.
Hey, the first one was funny too, man. I got one good one for you, though.
Go ahead.
I got
man.
one good joke for you. All right, what did the blind man say when he entered a fish market?
Put your clothes on.
Anyone?
Damn, you didn't get what time to think.
What did the blind man say when he entered a fish market?
I don't know.
Hello, ladies.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I did say put the clothes on, but that's fucked up. Well, that man, he should turn around and walk out there.
I guess.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I give you that one. That was better than what what you did.
I don't know.
That.
It might not have been better because it was pretty funny.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was dry. It was like Netflix is a joke humor. That's what it was then.
But look though, Glad Joe got his joke out the way. And y'all know we been doing this comedian bracket, man. We coming back with part 3 of our Go Comedian Bracket series in honor of March Madness. Last week we had our first round. Today we got the Elite 8. And I'm finna read it off and we're gonna go. But before I do, we messed up on one. So on y'all's, well, it really don't even matter. But we can talk about it though. We gonna go back because we had one that was Jamie Foxx and Wanda Sykes, and Wanda Sykes actually got put on there when Jamie won.
Yeah, Jamie won that one.
So, but it would have been Cat Williams versus Jamie Foxx, and I think the consensus would have still said Cat Williams.
Correct.
So we gonna leave it alone. You had to throw that out there, Jamie. We had you on there. You made it to the next round, but you know,
I don't think so.
you don't.
I think Jamie got Cat.
Oh, hey, you know what? I do too, but we can't. We not gonna put it.
Yeah.
So you got to watch. You got to watch Jamie stand up,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta watch Jamie stand up. When you talk about the sitcoms and stuff like that, Jamie stand up. That man is really, really funny. Cat funny too. Don't get me wrong. It's just one of them gets the wrong person.
But check this out though.
So Jamie Foxx got it.
Now we're gonna keep Cat Williams there because he made it. You know, it was operator error. We messed up on that. We didn't catch it, so it's all good. So the first round,
Error in
production error, operator error, however you want to say it.
Amen.
All right, so first off, we got
You get what you pay for.
yeah, we got Cedric the Entertainer versus Cat Williams.
I'm a little biased.
I already know what you gonna do.
Yeah, I'm a little biased. I'm gonna go with Sid. I'm gonna go with Sid.
That's not biased. I wouldn't say it too.
But I actually had a conversation with this man, and dude is just flat out funny without trying to be funny. Yeah.
Hey, did y'all see that book? This is till we talking about Sid. Did y'all see that clip of Bobby Brown performing one of his songs? I felt like that. He looked like Cedric the Entertainer out there, man. And I'm looking, I said, damn, he do look like Cedric the Entertainer. But no, I got Sid too. I'm with you, Sam, man. I think Sid. I mean, Cat funny as hell.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I ain't biased. I just represent for the Fat Lives Matter committee, dog. We gonna put Sid Entertainer in there. I'm part of it, y'all. I can talk, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it right there.
Oh, Sid kind of like Luther though.
No.
His weight go up and down.
No, it's-
Depending on his role.
Oh no.
His weight
You
go up
ain't
and
never
down.
seen a skinny Sid.
No, you ain't
I've
never
seen a smaller Sid.
Yeah, but the nigga still had stomach.
I've seen a smaller Sid.
So Sid won that one unanimously. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know.
What is it, man?
My teeth might be growing or some shit. I don't know what it is. Can't get these words out. All right, next we got Bernie Mac and Richard Pryor.
Ooh, Jesus. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
I'm gonna say mine because I didn't really get to watch Richard Pryor like this, so I would have to go Bernie Mac for me. But I know Richard. When you ask other comedians who they go comedians, everybody almost say Richard Pryor. But I had to go Bernie Mac because I actually seen some of his shit, and he one of the kings of comedy. So,
you know, on the other end of the spectrum, I'm gonna have to go with Richard Pryor because I grew up. You know, that was one of the first comedy things. You know, and I still got Richard Pryor on vinyl. You know, that I can sit and listen to. Man, dude was hilarious.
Very. And I'm going Richard also. I got one of his VHS at the house right now, dog.
What you played on?
On the VHS machine.
You still got one of
Hey,
them?
man, stab my beard.
I need to borrow that joint. I got some home videos I need to look back when I was growing
Hey,
up, man.
my wedding tape is still VHS, so I watch it every time.
Mine is too,
Every
but
anniversary.
mine engraved in my head. I don't need to go back and watch it.
And I still watch
So,
You watch this shit on a Viewmaster.
it. Hold on, what?
A Viewmaster. Like
Really? The red one?
the segment by segment shit.
so Richard Pryor won that one.
Okay.
Hold on, going back. When the last time you saw a motherfucker walk in the pawn shop and say, "Man, I need a VCR"?
Bro, do you
Hey,
know
you'll be surprised, dog.
I have shit that on VHS that was like our childhood dream. Like I still got the Power Rangers on VHS, Rugrats.
I said Netstream.
I got the Page Master. I got Richie Rich. I got a lot of
Hulu.
shit. Space Jam on VHS. I got all this shit.
Man,
HBO
I still right now, today, I got Speed Racer on VHS footage.
I used to fuck with Speed.
Now they put that on TV no more.
I used to want to be a Thundercat.
That ain't even on Tubi.
I want to be one right
I
now.
used to want to be a Thundercat.
Actually, that's my Thundercat is in my top 5.
Thundercat and Power Rangers, dude. I used to want my shit.
I like Power Rangers, but they ain't in my top 5.
I'm surprised his ass didn't say he wanted to be a Smurf.
I didn't know.
They
I didn't know
micro
I liked them like that, like back then.
They micro people.
Hey man, don't you know? Well, back in the day, Smurfs was the only cartoon that stayed on an hour.
I don't remember how long it stayed on.
They stayed on a whole hour. The Smurfs did.
It lasted half a box of Captain Crunch. I know that. I know that much.
Y'all crazy as hell, man. So look, the next bracket we got is Kevin Hart against Dave Chappelle.
Man, we really made this hard for real.
Very hard.
I'm gonna tell you, I told y'all, man, my type of comedy I like what I mean, really both of these niggas do it. And Dave Chappelle might have perfected it on the level because he actually had a show of him being silly as hell. But I like the way Kevin Hart tell his stories and all that shit, so I had to go with Kevin Hart.
I agree. I go with Kevin too.
It's gonna be unanimous. Man, Kevin Hart.
Woo! And we had a conversation
that man
about
will tell
this.
their story, man, and the story just be so off the chain.
Don't it though?
Yeah,
He got a good punchline and everything, man.
I just like the silly shit. Like I said, I got a partner, man. Shout out AJ. That nigga was like, he didn't do comedy, but he was comical. Like everything that man did, he acted it out and was silly as fuck as we were growing up. So I always looked for that shit in comedy. Like that shit just what make me laugh. So
and I'm gonna be honest. I got Sirius XM, listen to his comedy network, but I like to see his. I'm like you. I like to see his stand up better because he's actually doing shit. You know,
That's funny.
Yeah,
hey, this gonna probably be controversial once the episode post. Cause folks gonna be like, over Dave Chappelle.
yeah. Well, they gotta submit their bracket.
Right. They put it out there for him. They ain't submitted it yet. Kevin Hart, you going on to the Final Four, bit dog.
All right.
Next, we got DC Curry and Eddie Murphy. For me, since y'all kind of just, you know, it really supposed to be Carlos Miller and Eddie Murphy, but hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. I gotta go Eddie, man. DC Curry funny as hell, but I done seen more Eddie shit than I have of DC Curry, so.
Now that's when I'm gonna flip the script. At one point, Eddie Murphy would have been above DC to me, but Eddie stopped doing stand up
Right.
and only started focusing on the acting. DC do both still
Well,
to this day.
Eddie was still doing Saturday Night Live and all that.
Man, he ain't did that shit since the 80s.
Yes, he just did one, the anniversary.
Well,
joke.
that was all of them. That was everybody that was
Yeah,
on there.
but he
That
did
was
it,
everybody
though.
that
That
was on
nigga
there.
still funny as hell.
I'm gonna go with DC on that one, man.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with DC on that one.
Because Eddie stepped away from the stand-up part.
God damn.
Eddie stepped away from the stand-up part. And
I just love comedy, man. I think DC got that one though.
Damn, so we got Said Entertainment versus Richard Pryor, Kevin Hart against DC Curry. What y'all
the
gonna do
Final
next
Four.
week? That's the Final Four.
That's the Final Four.
Final four.
That's the
You
Final
wanna
Four.
go and
Damn.
pick and
Nah,
see
we
who's
got
Nah, we gotta
we gonna
Yeah,
wait.
go with the flow.
We gonna wait.
I got you.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that was different. I didn't know y'all gonna do that.
What's that with Eddie and DC?
Oh yeah.
Like I said, man, DC more visible now. Eddie funny, but he's on that same tip. If somebody was talking about Mike Epps, he funny in movies, but we ain't getting the stand up effect no more. You don't see him in stand up.
Right.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
But check this out, y'all. We're gonna take another small pause for the cause, man. We're gonna come back to y'all.
What up, grown folk? It's your man, Mr. Sandman from Laughing After Life and the one-stop shop for friends, cigars, and good time. Check us out wherever you find your podcasts or on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We drop every week, and we hope you enjoy this episode. Keep on coming back for more. Now let's get back to the show. What it do? What it do?
What up, though?
What up, man? What up?
Back for another segment, laughing at the life. Hey man, I got a quick question for y'all though.
What up, though?
I know we mostly do all our TV watching on streaming networks.
What up, though? I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead. It just sounded good to say it again. My bad.
Okay.
What? I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Go ahead, do your thing.
You know, we watch most of our streaming episodes on. Most of our TV episodes on streaming devices and streaming apps. I just want to know, man. I know amongst us and our studio audience, we spend a large majority of our day on TikTok.
Yep.
If they get rid of TikTok, man, what are we really gonna do? Because I know I can start watching a TikTok and spend the next hour watching video.
You want to know my answer?
Yeah.
I'm just going to start big watching porn.
Oh my God.
I knew it was coming. I know. See,
That was just...
it took the place of something. TikTok took the place.
What did the place?
Yeah.
Just get back.
Yeah.
You know, I'm lying, though, because now they want you to identify y'all on these porn sites.
You gotta verify your age.
Yeah, you got to do more. Then they got to put your whole... You got to do a background check to watch this shit now.
That's because you stay too close to the state line. You stay close to the line
Fuck
to
that.
the south of
I
us.
don't want nobody to know that I was looking at... Never mind. I was going to say...
You finna get a website out there?
Nah, I was going to say what I be looking up, but we ain't going to talk about it.
But at the same
I can
time,
imagine what
Don't
people watch.
imagine.
yeah. But man, TikTok take up a good portion of the majority of people's day.
It does. But you know, it go through like progressions, like because a lot of people used to. I was on Vine like that, like when Vine came out, even though it was like 6-7 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a short video clip. Wasn't it? I'm not sure, man. You gotta help me.
Nah, I thought you was going somewhere else with that, but we gonna let it stay there.
You know, I don't even.
Damn.
I don't even watch TikTok because I don't have it.
Yeah, but when you had it, you were watching. Don't just make it seem like you weren't.
No, it was fun.
And the fucked up part is that Glad Joe made it seem like he got a damn iPhone 3. He got so much memory on this, so he ain't got nothing but his contacts on the damn phone.
And you about ain't lying.
He will call you instead of downloading the ESPN app. He will call you and ask you to score.
That's already down.
But I don't know, man. They just gonna come out with something else, and then we're gonna get hip to it. And you know, once that motherfucker do what it do, they gonna try to take it away. Then they gonna come out with another one.
I don't get the taking away part, especially because it's used by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they could take it away and say everybody can only use X, I understand the reason.
Right.
You know, but I don't understand the reason just taking it away to be taking it. You know, for the hell of taking it away.
Because if we ain't profiting off of it, they be wanting to, you know what I'm saying? So they be having more to do with political shit than anything. So
I just watch more Netflix, man. Or watch a bunch of old movies and some of the new stuff that's out nowadays.
And some of your VHSs.
I will.
I need to borrow this junk though.
I know. I want to know how you gonna hook this
What's
something
that? How
up to a
they how they
TV.
do connect to the TV still?
No, not a newer TV.
Dude, all you need is RCA jack
What you gonna hook the RCA jack up to a
to
newer
the
TV?
TV.
Where's it gonna hook up
Ooh,
to?
you can't.
Exactly.
I'll come up with something.
I tell you what, go to my dad's house and go get that flow model.
I was just gonna say that. I'll bring out that big boy back out. I'll bring that dinosaur back out.
Go get that flow model that's got the turntable and the 8-track on the inside.
I ain't got that. I got the 52.
My dad do. That's what I'm gonna say.
That 52-inch RCA, I bring it back out.
You still got that?
I'm just saying, I bring it back out.
That's messed up, man.
He still got it.
I thought we got rid of that
Man,
15 years
it
ago.
still show a good picture, dog.
Yeah, to somebody that's 106.
Yeah, watch TV.
But you know what, man? My dad just got rid of his probably about 4 or 5 years ago. They man thought it showed a good picture too. It was our fault. We knew the picture was messed up. We didn't know he had cataract. So he thought it was playing good. We walk in the house like, man, the TV blurring them all.
All I gotta do is just clean the lens off.
Nah, you have to get rid of it like he finally did.
You know, I used to work at Furniture Company, so I know.
Yeah, but you used to carry them big motherfuckers. Who gonna help you carry that big motherfucker up to an outlet?
They got wheels. They got wheels.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but the one I got, it got wheels.
How you gonna get it out? Who gonna help you carry that?
It got wheels. I just roll it from the back.
You still like it's off the ground. When they up hit the floor, the lens caps gonna pop off. The bulbs gonna pop out that motherfucker. Everything.
Bro, I seen a nigga one day. We were helping somebody move, and where we was, the lady was like, "Hey, do you want this stove?" He was like, "Yeah, I take it." This nigga picked that bitch up one by himself, took that bitch and put it on his truck. I was like, "Fool, why the stove so light? I goddamn like this." I'm talking about we about to struggle with the motherfucker. That might got that junk, picked it up. I got hit on his hip.
Now, on the real, if he can do that shit, well, I gotta help him move.
It wasn't him. He was coming to get it. He had already put his bid in for it. We tried. Look, we finna help him. He was like, "I got a young blood."
He probably ain't had none in a while.
I don't know, Joe, because that first grill, the blue grill we got, you and I couldn't pick that up. Dude got it by himself. The guy at Lowe's, he picked it up and put it on there by himself. And it still took 3 of us to get it out when we got here.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker right there.
That's that Mississippi cockstrong right there. That's what that is.
You ain't heard of that?
I didn't hear that.
Mississippi cockstrong. That's what he said.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I said, like Jimmy Butler and Frank Gore just snatching transmissions out of cars. That's why I call that man mechanic,
Hey,
man.
with his bare hand.
Look at that man's hand, man. Man, look like he just snatched the transmission out your damn car.
I think I seen him do it.
Shit, you probably did.
He like, no, I don't need no tools. I got my hand now.
Yeah, but you know, other than that, like now, we at the time of season, especially starting Thursday for sure, that we really got 4 sports on right now.
Yeah.
And depending on what you want, because baseball season open on Thursday for real, you know, the world champions already started their season 2-0. Shout out to the
Y'all
Dodgers.
need to, because y'all sorry.
Shout out to the Dodgers. We did it without Mookie and Freddie, so we good.
But y'all got, what about the rest of the All-Stars y'all got on that motherfucker?
That's why we 2-0. Hey, man.
Y'all ain't going back, man.
Okay. No.
I'm still forever gonna be a Cardinal fan.
Hey, two sticks today only if the Dodgers go to the World Series.
To win it.
Nah, I ain't say win
To
it.
win it.
I ain't say win it.
No, if you so confident, y'all
No,
bet on the win, man.
Because I'm skeptical of them boys in the Bronx, man. I'm kind of scared of them.
Man, don't forget about my boys, dog. Don't forget about my boys, dog.
Them Braves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know.
Don't mess
Y'all know.
What the old back in the day the rapper saying for the city, 8 times down.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers down.
We ain't
so
down.
I ain't swear
We up. I've been reading all kind of posts while they say we'll be one of y'all work best competition.
This motherfucker writing from my office on Peachtree.
It's all good.
He ain't writing on the national.
It's publishing to
But-
the app, so
To say that, man, we got baseball, we got basketball, we got NHL, and for the city of Memphis, we got another thing. We got the UFL that start back up.
We sure
You know,
do.
so we have 4
Yeah,
sports that you can watch. So you ain't gonna have a lack of TV, you know, to watch. But even in not having a lack of TV, let's say you're gonna sleep 6 hours, you're gonna work 8 to 10 hours, you're gonna watch TikTok 2 hours at least. You're gonna do that. Maybe more because you're gonna watch TikTok while you're at work too.
yep.
You know, you're gonna do that. So you got stuff to watch going down.
What they need to do is bring back old school cartoons, man. That's what they need to do.
They got 'em. They got whole channels of nothing but old school content.
Boomerang.
On Boomerang.
Yeah, nah, not even Boomerang. We finished. I'll show you a few, cause you what you got? 32 gig. You got 31 and a half of them motherfuckers left on your phone. You ain't got nothing on your phone. Man ain't got shit on his phone but contacts and a screensaver. I ain't never seen no shit like
You
that
mad,
before.
nigga?
What's your email address?
I ain't finna declare it.
It ain't on your phone.
It is on my phone.
How you get to it? Man, you don't
Don't
know the
worry about it.
password. You don't know the password. That motherfucker on
I
there.
haven't got one.
That's
time.
why that nigga always late when we do fantasy football.
You're right.
man.
He can't get that.
Leroy, what's my email address? Like, nigga.
Where you send it to?
Man, I was in church, dog.
That was this year. Well, last year.
I still did pretty good.
You supposed to be saying amen and hollering touchdown. You weren't watching the Cowboy game.
I almost said.
You weren't watching the Cowboy game. If you holler touchdown. You're right. Field goal. It's good. That's all. That's all that.
Five field goal, Kevin. I ain't gonna lie. He is 5.
Hey man. What you got to do?
I ain't got nothing to say. Man. You talking about his boys.
Hey,
Man.
we'll be
Hey.
all right, man. Trust me.
Another fun thing we didn't mention, man. That skull cap hanging on my basketball goal. That man gonna leave that skull cap over here with the star up.
Actually, I want this room to just shine a little brighter, man. That's all.
He wasn't even going to hoop. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
He ain't trying to put it in
it
there.
missed too. It missed like everything else.
It got stuck right down on the top of that motherfucker.
It's okay.
He got stuck.
It's going back home tonight, though.
I don't know. It's like somebody done threw it away already.
But
No.
that's pretty good, man. I know most of us are all into fashion and like good stuff on our feet.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all done seen them Air Jordan 4 Retro that dropped last week, what y'all think about?
I wanted them Jones, but they didn't drop at Nike. You have to get them on like a little special website. So I don't do it. If I can't get them from Nike, then I don't even try to go for them. But I definitely wanted them. I think 4s are starting to become my favorite Jordan anyway. So
Yeah, look,
I can't keep up with the year. I like Jordan. Don't get me wrong, but
I like niggas.
I'm on Vapor Max.
Somebody told me when I had on mine, made my damn feet look like rowboats. They said it looked like the shoe was too big for my foot.
they sleep, do though.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, because then you already walk with it. You know, man.
What, you got to transform on your feet?
Hey man, it is what it is.
It
And
is
they-
what it is.
It's really not the most comfortable. But our last subject of today, man, because summer coming up, everybody having pool party. We got partners with pools, and we're going to be doing it, man. Y'all swimming with your shirt on off this year.
Oh shit! This year I'm letting it all hang out. Goddamn.
Hey, fuck that. Man. I'm taking my shirt off.
So you going to the nursing home pool.
Wherever I gotta go, they gonna see this stomach. They gonna see this stomach.
With the t-shirt on?
They gonna see this stomach.
Ain't nothing wrong with that,
That
man.
shit, I don't give a damn no more.
Slice that junk too,
I don't give a damn no more. I did a lot of years with the
What you
shirt
say?
on.
though. You gotta slice that food.
I'm almost 35. I think it's just time to stop giving a fuck what people think.
Man, take that shirt off, man.
It is what it is.
Take that shirt off.
Show your taco meat.
I ain't got none. You know what's funny? I got straight hair on my chest. I don't know what side of the family that came from. Like my
Why your
shit.
beard so nappy then?
Cause
God damn.
Your beard nappy, you got straight hair. But you know what? Your beard ain't nappy. Your beard is straight too.
thank you. I apologize.
Cause
Shit.
Cause when you let your
Cause
hair,
shit.
cause when you let your hair go out, you look, it got a mullet.
I thought
What about when you don't sponge your shit?
Hey, I thought you were gonna say beard look like taco meat.
Oh damn!
Like Kevin Durant.
I don't see none of this shit being funny.
Now,
Deleting this shit.
look, hair straight as shit, man. That's why they look like he got a mullet. Look like he could put a damn relaxer in his head when
All
he
right,
let it
that's
grow.
enough,
He
guys.
shakes the shit.
That's enough. That's enough. We're good enough.
I know what he gonna get it. What he
I'm not gonna say anything, you guys. We're gonna let you have it. We're gonna let you have that one.
Take us home, man.
No, you take us home. Because you got all the shit to say right now.
Look, well, that's a wrap for another episode of Laughing Out Loud. See?
Start over. Start over.
Or you could just get a medium like
Start over.
RJ.
Hey, that's the alcohol talking. That's the
Now,
alcohol talking.
That's I don't know what my glasses are. I can't see the paper. Well, that's a wrap. Another wrap for this episode.
And he still can't
Nigga
see.
can't close
All right. Well, that's a wrap for another episode. Y'all come back next week. We're only getting better. Make sure you like, follow, share on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe.
Did he say Apple Podcast?
Yeah. Pod. Apple
I
Podcast.
thought he said Apple Podcast.
I'm going to redo this.
Take the
Our Facebook is up and running. Look us up at Laughing After Life and shoot us an email. Hit us on, in the DM if you want to book the scrippers. We
Right.
got them here. We love to hear from you, man. Interact on this page. Comment. We love to see y'all and hear from y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
They said podcast. I was like, what the